All right, we back by popular demand.
Yep. Topic is phones for retail workers.
Wait, what's your name again? 'Cause I kept switching it.
I believe it's SasStar.
SasStar.
Yeah, you call me Sassy France. Do it.
Call you Sassy France, Sassy Pants.
Yeah.
Sarsaparilla, Manila. I don't know, Vanilla.
What's your name?
Shit, what is my name? Rizzo.
Rizzo. What does it say? Rizzo.
Rizzo.
For sure.
All right.
The phones.
Talking about phones.
Yeah.
And
oh
like
my
specifically
gosh.
in retail or just like
I feel like we
beanie
should
boppers?
talk about like the decade difference.
Lord. Oh my God. Remember when we didn't have a phone?
Yeah. I mean, how old were you when you first got your phone?
I first got like my real phone, not like a track phone.
Correct.
God damn, that shows you how.
Or
Man, them track phones was,
No.
man, I'm telling you.
But them frog phones where you could only dial like 3 people and that was it. Your parents
Man.
made sure you couldn't dial anything
Dude,
else.
like we could text for free
Yeah.
after 9 p.m., but now it's bedtime because we got to go to school. But no, like, you have to load up the phone with minutes.
Yep.
And that was my first job. Doing chores around the house so I can get minutes on my phone. But my first real phone was the Motorola Razr.
Okay.
I don't think I had a plan for that. I think that was kind of like you loaded up the same way as a track phone. I couldn't even remember. It's been eons. So, but like the first real phone with like a plan was the iPhone. I think it was the iPhone 3.
Have you only been iPhones?
I've only been iPhone. Never defected, and I will not defect so far.
Did you guys eat a lot of apples growing up?
No. You know, all the apples in the phone, so.
Oh, they are. So you don't go to a
Yeah.
lot of doctor visits then, do you? I wonder if a doctor made an iPhone.
If a doctor made an iPhone,
Yeah, like I wonder.
I mean,
if
Dr.
it's-
Steve Jobs. That's not his title. That joke was so corny, and I tried to make it cool.
It's okay.
And
I
thank you.
laughed anyways.
Thank you. I appreciate you. I laugh at my own jokes too. I'll be the first one to laugh at my own jokes. Be like, you didn't think it was funny? Ha ha! I laughed twice because that shit was funny.
I think my phone, I don't remember the name of it, but it was blue. And they had like blue, black, and silver. And you could slide it up. And then I had the keyboard.
That's not a BlackBerry. Is that oh my God, the
No, it wasn't a
Sidekick?
BlackBerry. I think it might have been a Sidekick. Like you just slid it up.
Yeah, I thought that was, no, wasn't that an HTC?
No, the HTC were the fire phones. That was when I was like,
The fuck is a fire?
the HTCs used to light up. They used to get hot, like quick as shit. They had that warning
Okay.
label on them. Caution hot.
They had a warning. Man, nobody give a damn about that.
But I had
Wait,
the gold
is this the phone that you kind of thumb up and it kind of the screen flip?
Yeah, I had that motherfuckers.
don't know
I had
what's
mine in blue. I actually still have mine in my house.
Do you really?
Yeah.
That's a fucking gold mine.
Yeah.
Don't.
I fucking just got on that shit a couple days ago, actually, because I wanted to look at some old
Really?
photos and some old contacts, and I was like, I'm still friends with you, still friends
Lord.
with you, we're good.
Lord, I did that the other months. I still have all of my phones. And it's just like, ooh-wee, let me go ahead and delete all these pictures because,
Hell yeah, because the picture is like, I could slide it up and then you could tilt. Like, it was pretty cool.
I thought that phone was so cool.
Yeah,
I've always
I love
wanted one, but I'm like,
It cracks so easily, though,
Did
because
it
it's
really?
so bulky in your pocket. That when you would sit down at school, it'd be like this fat ass fucking thing, especially for us girls with tight pants and shit.
if they were to, oh my God, that would be so messed up. Now, if they were to like modernize that phone, would you get it again?
No, because the type of job that I do, that shit would crack too easily.
Fair. I have a friend, or I had a friend, correction, wow, so long ago that she preferred the older phones. Like, this is back when, I'm assuming it was iPhone 5, iPhone 6. She went back and she got rid of her smartphone and got the sliding phone. And I'm like, okay, well, that's what makes you happy. Cool, whatever. But it was so raggedy.
I feel like with my job, I'd be cool if I got those construction phones. Like that
The fuck's
shit.
a construction phone? Man, my whole life is just changing. Once you get iPhone, the Apple phone, that's it. None else.
Is it Honeycrisp, Gala, Fuji? What kind of apple?
It's definitely Honeycrisp. It's definitely Honeycrisp. Yeah.
Oh, I like the Golden Crisp. Those are pretty fucking fire.
Golden Crisp.
Yeah.
Oh my god, bro.
It's like in between like a Granny and a Honeycrisp.
See, I'm not trying to have no damn granny phone at the age of, how old was I when I got my phone?
You know what your shit did, like pucker them cheeks? Fuck.
I'm sorry, what was that? Wait, what was... my eyes were kind of closed when you said it, so I had a whole weird visual.
I'm telling you, if you get the perfect Granny Smith apple.
Okay.
It's like, whew,
that's
fuck.
definitely not what I heard, but okay. Oh, you get the perfect granny. I'm like, granny? And then I'm like, hold on, wait a minute.
Well, I mean, you could too. Depends
No.
on how well she exercises.
I was picturing my granny for some reason. I'm like, my granny, but like, no, someone else's granny is like, okay. Some of these gilfs out here be looking.
So are they GIF instead of MILF?
Yep. That's definitely a thing. Gilf.
That's
The new age gilfs is cool. But like, we're not talking about like, back in 1785.
They're just gonna rope you up and whip the fuck out of you. Are you kidding me? It's gonna be a
why I gotta be rope you up? You know it's Black History Month, right?
I'm not even trying to talk about it like that.
I'm kidding. Now you turn red. I'm kidding. No, I wouldn't try to like get that phone either.
I think I protect more black people than I do my own race, so we're covered.
We got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair. All right.
But so phones, yeah. So definitely that. And then anytime I got my phone taken away, my best friend used to just buy me a phone. So it didn't matter. So I used to laugh at my parents.
Wait, taken away like permanently? Or
yeah, like when I would get in trouble, your parents are like, give me your phone. And I'm like, okay. Or they'd be like, I'm going to limit your calls and your freaking text messages. And I'm like, I always went over my text messages all the fucking time. And then when it was free after 9 o'clock for phone calls, boy, I was on it. I was like, what y'all doing?
Right.
Oh, can we talk now? Let's talk. And your parents would knock on that door at 2 a.m. Get off the phone.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, dude. We came from like the best era. Mm-hmm. We literally had stuff before they happened, and we had the best while it happened.
Yep.
Like whether it be, I think 70s and 80s music is... They probably had the prime era. But like the 90s and the early 2000s, that was the absolute best. Because you still had like elements of old school.
Yeah.
And then like going into the new school. These little beanie boppers with these phones, listen here.
Oh my God.
Like, it's so sophisticated. I mean, obviously when we first started having smartphones, they didn't have flashlights on them. They didn't have a calculator. That shit literally was, you talk on the phone, that's it.
Yeah, that was all it was used for.
Literally, it was not a utility knife at that point. Now it's like, you can pass the SATs.
On your phone.
By chat, GPT, whatever the fuck it. Oh my God, I can't deal with these
like,
children.
I feel like the world now has gotten to be like privileged because of the way that the phones have developed.
Absolutely.
And it's like, we used to just do it ourselves. Like, we would just go figure it out. We would trial and error maybe 20 times and then finally success. Where it's like, kids can be like, let me just look it up on YouTube.
Right.
And it'll tell me. It's like, no,
basically find the exam on Google.
You go try it out before you look it up.
Right.
Yeah,
use your brain
can't
first.
Stand that.
And
I feel like that's what hurts the work industry, is because those are the people applying for jobs.
People are just too attached.
They are very attached. Like, did you know that in the last 8 years, pedestrians have gone up quite a bit as far as getting hit by cars? Because they're always on their phones.
I can see that. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm not going to dispute that.
It's so crazy. I was trying to look up like the age group for it. It's 25 to 40. And I was like...
What, the age group?
I could see that. Yeah, they're getting hit the most on their phones.
Fuck, I'm in there.
I'm like, I feel like it would have been middle schoolers. But
yeah, I thought it was going to be younger because they don't pay attention anyway. But...
And the average age that a child gets a phone now, guess what it is?
Birth. From the womb.
5.
Why? Like, what are they gonna do? Hey, Philip. Hey, Philip, you down the street? You trying to play Fortnite later? Like, dude, if you don't shut up and color, play tag.
Seriously, what happened to Kick the Can? That was my fucking game back in the day.
I played Kick the Can once.
Fucking love kick the can. I hate it when people scare the fuck out of me though, but I'm down for kick the can.
You ever do the can like telephone thing?
Yep.
I did that with the Dixie cups.
Hell yeah.
Yes. That shit surprisingly worked.
You put those strings through. Facts.
Oh my God. No phone.
No.
Just time and imagination and opportunity. Now it's like you can see the thing with phones now, like it goes with the privilege thing that you were talking about. We're super fickle. We're super lazy. And it's just like there's no excitement.
Yeah.
That's
very key though. Lazy is because like so many parents now don't want to take the time to interact with their kids. Like they're like, here, just go take the phone. Like I absolutely hate when I go out to eat, especially like when I'm with my son and I look over and I see family just all on their phone.
I hate that.
I'm like, get the fuck off the phone. Or like, oh, I can't leave. I have to grab my iPad for my son. You telling me you can't go 25 minutes into Walmart without your son on their damn iPad?
Yeah, but their screen.
I can understand, like, listen, if I'm ever driving back to Cali and it's 33 hours, trust me, my child's about to watch all Disney movies.
Absolutely.
Lord. But there's a situation for everything. Mm-hmm. So, I can't stand that shit.
I wish there was like a curfew for like phone usage at a certain age.
There should be.
There should be. It's just like, I know that it takes a whole bunch of...
DCFS says kids can't get it until at least 14.
It just straight up just locked them out their phone.
Seriously.
It hit like 9 p.m. It just shut off. Yeah. Like the old school televisions back in the day. They shut off I think at like 10 p.m. They hit the national anthem. That's it.
Yeah.
We didn't grow up around that time, thank God, because I would have been like, listen here. Okay? I need my Ren and Stimpy. Okay? Like, I need you to cut that on. I'm not tired yet.
This phone is only turning back on if you finish all your chores and responsibilities.
God damn. See? Put you to work.
Facts.
Put you to work.
You need to. Like, what happened to... Okay, back in the day, I don't know about your family, but we used to have this whiteboard, and it had our names on it, and then it would say, like, each chore would have a dollar sign to it.
We kind of had some... No, I'm the one who drew up stuff like that.
Okay.
Like, I'll take a piece of paper, and I'll try to write my own prices. Me like, okay, vacuuming the whole house, that's a good $20.
Mom turned that in $10.
Right. It's just like, not cussing, a good $5 right there. Help you with the groceries when you come in. Mm-hmm. That's whatever. But it puts you to work.
It does.
And now you have a clean house. Now you avoid those whoopings. See, there's brackets and there's not brackets. There's like levels to this versus like kids doing chores now. I feel like it's so unheard of.
Mm-hmm. The parents do it all. And they exhaust themselves. And then the only way for them to get a break is they give the phone or tablet to their kid.
Hell no. Can't do it. Can't do it.
No.
Just these teens having their phone out at work.
Oh, don't even get me started. I had an interview yesterday. She comes in leggings, and I was like,
see.
Listen, people, do not wear leggings, please, and do not wear see-through and cleavage shit when you come in to a job interview.
At a grocery store?
Yeah, at a grocery store. I had her, and she comes in on her phone. And she was like, oh, I'm here to meet. I'm like, okay, And I was like, let me go get her for you. And then she sits down and she's checking her phone like every time we're talking. And I'm like, is there something that you need to get to? And she was like, no, I'm just documenting our conversation. And I'm like, what?
All right. Okay.
And then I had a Mel interview that same day, and he came in like ripped jeans, and I could see the color of his boxers. Like, what is wrong with people and how you dress? Like, that is not professional. You're coming in as a leadership role. You think I'm going to hire you? Like, I wouldn't even hire you for a courtesy clerk like that. Like, I don't understand, but the phones are so bad now. Like, so many people in retail are always on their fucking phones. And now I understand because, like, listen, I pull my phone out at work, definitely, because there's so many new diets out there that I've never even fucking heard of. There's so many new, like, recipes and people trying to try, oh, this is a new TikTok trending shit. I want to try it. It's Epsom salt, Celtic salt, and I put it in my water and I drink it.
Oh, my God. Let's go to a beach and just drink the water there.
First off, Epsom salt is not supposed to be consumed. It's only for the skin, but... Yeah,
well, I take it in low amounts, so it's supposed to
like,
detox.
so yeah, I get that, using your phone to like help a customer, but just always on their fucking phones. Like, goddamn, you have a watch. Use your watch.
People don't wear watches.
Like,
well,
they
if it's an Apple Watch,
yeah,
fucking $600 robbing beacon. That's why I don't have one. I'm like, why would I wear money like that? Like, if I'll go to Beverly Hills and do that. You know, chances of me getting robbed by white people in broad daylight is pretty slim versus like downtown Chicago wearing no dog.
But the phones are just such an issue. I feel like nobody can communicate anymore. People get so defensive over text messages. It's like, then just call somebody or go have a conversation in person.
I want to go back to this whole interview thing because boy, oh boy, you have more like patience and more I'm not gonna fuck you up like mentality.
You
because
seen my face.
I bet you was hot. Like you was seething. Like,
oh my God.
Just like, oh, if I can get away with it type of shit. Listen, I don't know if that's bad parenting on like the young Beanie Boppers or whatever, or they just don't give a fuck. It could be a combo of both.
And she was 27.
Get the fuck. Oh, there's no excuse.
Dude.
There's no excuse now.
And she had the nerve to tell me in her interview that at a previous job, she dated her manager, which is now her boyfriend.
Get the fuck.
And she used to get in trouble for kissing in the cooler. And I'm like,
that whole sentence.
Why the fuck would you tell your job that you're trying to
They don't
get
give a fuck
right
for the
now?
wrong reasons.
I don't understand any of this. Yeah.
Kissing your manager in the cooler? Like, there's nothing cool. Children, people, there's nothing cool about shit like that. Like, oh my God, I'm being edgy. No, you're being fucking stupid and weird, and you're gonna sacrifice your job.
Okay, whoa. Hold on a second.
Uh-oh. You about to tell me a story. You got stories?
I feel like,
go ahead.
Whether you're male or female, like, there's always this, like, curiosity side, especially when your manager is flirting with you or hitting on you. Now that I'm in a higher up position, absolutely not. But is a leader at one point and working underneath this one person at one point, I'll tell you what, nothing was fucking sexier than doing a few things in a cooler here.
No, a few things. A few things, you say.
Yeah. So, yeah, that shit was... But it definitely, like, don't let that shit last longer than, like, 5 days. Because then after that, it's just jealousy, protection, controlling. And, like, even if you don't want it to go down that route, it's going to go down that route.
Yeah.
So,
previous place I used to work at,
healthy.
like, there was an employee that dated their team lead. Now, I don't know if they were dating before that or, like, before this person became a team lead, but that dynamic started to show. It was like, yeah, dude, it happens, but... My thing is, with this whole interview thing, dress for the fucking part, okay?
Seriously.
I would have wore a prom suit to my interview because I want to make sure I nail this, okay? I'm going to be dressed to the T, got a tie, a nice beret if I can get away with that, but be very professional. Be the most over-the-top professional. You coming in there with some see-through shit and some leggings and some... I'm pissed for you. Like, what? Bitch? Sorry. I'm just...
And she had Crocs.
Why you let her through the door?
I can't. I mean, all I said was, like, I have other interviews. I'll give you a call. And then right when I went to the back, I was like, decline.
Oh.
So,
you have more patience. I would have dogged her out before she even left.
But you're not allowed to anymore.
I know. That's why I can't do what you... and other people do. I just can't do that. My patience is not good. I mean, listen, I'm not the smartest cookie in the cookie jar, but bitch, I am in the cookie jar, okay? I am not no
I have that one
dumbass.
all the way to the left-hand side. I have not been crumbled yet. I'm still perfectly shaped. Nobody touches me.
I'm at the bottom, and I'm on the cusp of breaking into half. But I'm still
They're coming for me. Nope, we're flat. We're fine. Nobody sees me.
But it's just like...
But yeah, the phones is just... so crazy to me. Like, I don't even like the fact that I have, like, my calendar on my phone. I still want to be old school and have a daily planner and write things in there. I'm telling you what, nothing is more satisfying, and maybe that came from our chore list back in the day.
Okay.
Crossing that bitch off.
Crossing some shit off.
It's just so beautiful. And it's so good. Satisfying. Like, I don't even care for that $1 for making my bed. I just cross some shit off.
Some things I need in my phone, though. Like the calendar, because I have a huge to-do list. And I'm like, if I'm out and about and I'm not going to write it down, I'm like, shit, I need something right now on my phone.
But I still feel like, because I always would get in trouble for so much being on my phone, that when I'm on my phone for so long, then I feel like this little voice in my over my shoulder, like, get off your phone, Kelsey.
See, you're conscious, though. These people nowadays don't care. Like, you can be a cashier at Target, right? Yeah. And you can know that people are going up to your register and you'll still be on your phone. I'm like, bitch, get off your phone. I'm here.
It's so disrespectful.
Service me. Yeah. Like, it's so bad. I hate it.
And the fact that when you go to doctor's offices now, like the last 5 years, it says, please stay off your phone. Yeah.
Shows you, you know?
It's crazy.
Oh my, I like my phone, but at the same time, like, I'm kind of lucky people don't hit me up. Like, my brain is trying to make it seem.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you probably got hoes on your phone. Oh, really? A notification from Team Snapchat, a bill coming in, Blue Cross Blue Shield, your payment is due.
Yep.
Your automatic payment is coming in. I'm like, oh, these are my hoes? For sure. Yeah. I feel you. That's all I get.
They take all my money anyways.
Right. Yeah, right. But it's just like, I like the convenience of the phone. I feel like we are better suited to have this type of privilege and luxury versus like the younger crowd or like.
But like us who worked for it though. Like us who knows.
We created the fucking smartphone.
Without your phone, you could still go have a life.
If the Wi-Fi went down,
right, don't matter.
People would panic. Us, we were like, okay, we'll just go outside.
Yeah, it's fine.
Right.
We'll go play kick the can, capture the flag.
Oh yeah, play some tag.
Exactly.
You know, hide and seek.
Yep.
You know, kiss in the cooler. Mm-hmm. Whatever.
TP a house.
Man, I TP'd, I think someone's house one time. I did that. That shit was dangerous though. I tripped.
We did it at the police department because we got bet $150 from these two grandparents that lived down our neighborhood. We got their ass, boy. No, I'm not telling where, but we definitely got their ass.
That sentence sounds so cool. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because like first I'm like, okay, ding dong ditch. You started with police station. I'm like, oh my God, what did you do? And then you said $150. Okay.
Yeah, we
okay.
got that,
and then you said grandparents. I'm like, okay. Because Lord knows they ain't about to play no ding dong ditch. Break all they hips trying to ring the doorbell. But okay, that's all.
Like, what happened to the block parties back in the day? Or
it's dangerous now, like, sadly.
I know, but
it's
like
dangerous. I've been thinking about that.
Everything like Zoom and I get, you know, you got people all the way from the left from the pandemic and people on the right, and you still got some of us in the middle.
Right.
But it's just like, get off your phone and go experience the world.
Please, just be present.
I'm not saying every day, but like make it a goal 1 day a week.
Yeah.
Just go out there for 10, 15 minutes. Like I read this book about learning your community and how to create your community. And it's basically like little activities that you do in there every day. Like for an example, it was go into a grocery store without music or your phone and say hi or smile at people. Just.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, I like that. Because you know how many strangers, like I see it at my job all the time. Like these two customers don't even fucking know each other. And one will smile at the other and then the other girl or somebody will be like, oh, I like your hair. And then just conversations. And neither one of them are on phones. They're not talking about anything like that. Like, I like when people interact with each other because people don't realize how much you can make somebody's day.
That is true.
Just by doing that.
That's true.
So, I find it big. Like, I know at work, like, we're all about customer survey and shit like that, but I just do it out of, like, friend to friend. Like, I don't know you, but I know I could probably make your day right now.
You're a humanitarian.
So.
You're for the people.
I'm for the animals.
We're animals. We're mammals.
We are.
There you go.
But yeah, I don't know.
No, that's a really good perspective and a really good take. Me, I'm like a robot when I go shopping. I'm like in and out. I'm not trying to be in here too long. So that's why I have music. So I'm like, I have my own soundtrack for grabbing.
I think it's important for us to like acknowledge that with people. Just in general. Because so many people look at other people. It doesn't matter by the gender or the race. Like it's threats all the time. And I feel like that stems from YouTube and social media and the phone usage.
Oh my God.
It's like, get out there and experience the world. Like, I'm the type that if somebody says, all right, the South Side of Chicago, 127th Street or whatever is 90% dangerous after this time of night. All right, I'm going at that time of the night. Let's go experience it right now.
Okay.
Like, I like to experience. I know.
Okay.
That's a little extreme, but like.
A little?
I like to.
Hey, man, let's go to Inglewood. Let's go to Inglewood at 11:30 p.m. On a Friday, and let's just see what happens.
Yeah, let's just see what happens. I'm not wearing black, no red, no blue.
Yeah, you ain't gonna be wearing anything at all.
That's the case.
I'm gonna be dressed like a nun, a fucking priest. What'd you say? You said something about a kidney.
I'll get kidnapped if I'm wearing nothing.
Man,
no, I'm gonna go down there burning sage.
Oh, burning sage. I thought you said burning stage. I'm like, burning stage, burning, man. So now you want to get high off of... Ma'am, how adventurous are you trying to be?
Like, phones make people so scared of life.
This is true.
And it's like, just go experience that shit. Like, that's why I absolutely love our generation doing that do-it-yourself shit. Yeah. That is us. Yeah. 100%.
Some of us have it too bad.
Like I am a Pinterest fiend. 100%. Hobby Lobby needs to have an aisle called Pinterest and just have the latest.
Just call Hobby Lobby Pinterest.
Pinterest?
I was hoping you didn't catch that.
You catch all my fucking...
I do. Shit. Leave my shit alone. But Pinterest.
I love Pinterest. And Pinterest is definitely for all of us that do it ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're Amish people. Hey,
speaking of Amish people.
Amish
yo, we used to make fun of y'all. We get it now.
We are you now with this generation.
Man, I'm trying to build a house in a remote section of I don't know where the fuck and just be there and just be by myself. No phone, well, electricity is I like colored lights, so just get like colored paper and just put it on the window and just rely on the sun.
You could get like gems and stuff. And
go to Hobby Lobby.
I got you. Okay. On Pinterest. You can pin this interest.
Shit. Shit, this lobby is my hobby now. But no, just...
I'm closed on Sundays.
No, you open on Sundays. You gonna let me in on Sunday.
But it's fine.
Who, Jesus? Yeah. Man, Jesus knows all my shit. I mean, stuff. Sorry, what's his name? Charles? Jesus?
Mine's Wilson.
Who?
Wilson. My higher power's name is Wilson.
Okay, I went straight to Castaway. The volleyball with Tom Hanks. I'm like, that's someone's deity. Is that your deity? Fucking volleyball with a red face on it?
No.
Tastes like salt water?
No.
Got a hole on the side?
No.
Got a stick coming out like a log stick? Because, hey, you need some type of... All right, I'm going to stop because this whole visual is kind of weird. But, what are we talking about? Talking about gods. Oh, I was cussing. I was sinning.
I was just saying, like, how our generation is Pinterest. Like, we developed Pinterest.
We developed everything, let's be honest.
Yeah, but I feel like TikTok has been the...
TikTok was Musical.ly, and before that, Vine. And we created Vine. And whatever the fuck came before Vine, we got that. We did everything. It's these beanie boppers that is now getting I'm fucking mad. I'm stuttering a little too much. But they are becoming millionaires overnight off of shit that we started.
I know.
And it's pissing me off. Because we worked enslaved and was under this whole presumption of the American dream and all this shit. And they live in it. And they wake up and make a bag. And we wake up and lose everything by breathing. So, it's not fair. It's not fair, Charles, Jesus, Wilson. It ain't fair, Wilson. Make it make sense, Wilson. How can we start it, but they ain't do shit and get money? That's my money.
I know.
Man, I'm about to rob these kids, low-key. That's our money, and I need it now.
You know, all they're going to do when you try and rob somebody is just pull out their live stream of TikTok.
I fucking knew that. Yep, that's exactly what I thought. Oh, my God. Click. Like, what?
That's going to be their backup.
And guess what? They're going to get mugged for that, too.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway.
That's crazy. Yeah, that phone thing, man. I hate it. Like, I tell you what, like at work, sometimes it's like, okay, like as an operation manager, you just have to kind of watch. So you're like an owl, you observe, you know, and then you go say something.
Right.
I swear I could be a shark with blood, you know, that myth and shit. Because people are always on their phones. Like, so many times I have to yell at people like, get off your phone. I wasn't on my phone. I've been standing here for 25 minutes watching you been on your phone this whole time. Mm-hmm. I'm not paying you to be on your phone.
Talk to him.
I fucking hate that shit.
That's
with
why
a passion.
I cannot be in charge of anybody.
Ugh. I'm only over like 51 people.
I'm only over a lecture hall, you know, just
a few study halls.
Just a whole building. No. I can't do it.
But what we used to do, like about before the pandemic, I used to be able to take people's phones and put it in baskets.
I remember that for a little bit, like in a lockbox or something.
Yeah, I could do that. Now I can't because then they can claim mental day or mental issue or whatever, and I'm like,
I did that at a getaway. They had it was like a getaway cabin, like a little box or whatever. It was really nice. I highly recommend it. But they had a lockbox to put your phone in there. And like your wallet, so like you can emphasize on being with nature and shit. I feel like these kids need to do that, but then like they'll freak out.
Chick-fil-A used to do it about 2 years ago, but they got sued.
Fuck Chick-fil-A, number one. So just me? All right. I said, Rizzo said fuck Chick-fil-A.
What's wrong with Chick-fil-A? Hold on.
They don't like gay people.
What's wrong with what?
They don't like gay people.
Why? Because it's a Christian.
Yeah. No, they flat out like made it known that they don't mess with gay people.
Oh, I didn't know that. I really like their show.
Oh, it was a huge story. I'm surprised you didn't know about that.
I'm not on my phone. I don't read articles. I am
sorry.
Unless
you are just like me.
To my door, I am not reading.
No, you are just like me because I don't need it. And that's the thing about the convenience of having a phone. All that information is right there. You're going to soak it up and you go crazy doing that. Versus like, I ain't got to be on my phone all day. So I'm not soaking down all the bad shit that people complain about. I think I had a rant earlier today about this, actually.
It seems like it. Is your heart racing right now?
A little bit. So I'm sorry. I'm sick of these kids.
I feel like that dinosaur's going to come out of the hoodie.
Listen here. You know, Reptar is real. I am Reptar. But it's like, I'm at that point in my life and age that I'm just done with social media. I'm trying to get off of it slowly. Mm-hmm. I'm just over it. It ran its course for 20 plus years. Fine. Whatever. We had a good run. But now everybody's on it, especially Twitter. Fuck Twitter, man. It is literally a dumpster fire growing by the day. Just soaking up everyone's thoughts about nothing. Mm-hmm. That it's just like conducive to anything. Just like, oh my God, I want coffee or I'm gonna die.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, well, fucking die then. Like, just shut up. Like, why did you tweet this? Who is this for? It's for nobody. Like, everyone needs to shut up.
Well, I feel like it's so negative. I feel like
it's so negative.
Social media is like 5% positive to the world. Mm-hmm. Because anybody who loves drama or gossip and they post it on there,
Lord.
Oh, Jesus.
That's why I don't have family on there.
It's like fucking spider. It's like mosquitoes attacking. It's just woof. You know what I mean? And then on top of it, if you say something that somebody doesn't like on social media, you're getting bullied your ass off on social media.
That is true.
So I feel like people need to listen to more like podcasts now or radio talk shows. You learn a lot from that.
That is true.
And when I was listening to, I used to hate it every morning when I would drive to school with my parents. 5:40 in the morning. It was some fucking AM talk show. I
feel you.
But it taught you some shit because I just lost my train of thought on where I was going.
You're talking about podcasts. You're talking about like learning. You're talking about, you know, people be on social media doing all the drama dumping and shit.
Oh my God, yeah. What is his name? Stephen King, I think.
Stephen H. Smith?
Stephen A. Smith. Yeah, Stephen King is a book writer. But,
we'll go with that. You're right.
But the sports analysis guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stephen H. Smith.
Yeah, and he was on there with somebody else, and he was stating, he was like, you know, I read this article with my wife. He was like, yes, people, we still print things out. Articles.
Yes.
And he was talking about how it's beneficial to get bullied at least once in your life.
Yeah.
But in-person bullied.
Oh, yeah.
Not social media bullied.
That's not even bullying for real. I mean, okay, I'm gonna shut up. I mean, it is, but not like old school bullying.
It is, but I feel like when it's social media bullying, it's the same factor as giving your child a phone, because it's in the fact of you don't get to develop those emotions and learn how to deal with them in situations.
Yeah.
Because you're all tied to this. Like, what can I do to get that person to hit like? Or what can I do to get that person to get a heart?
Yep.
Or whatever. You know what I mean? And they're so soaked in that they don't realize that they're drowning. And then when you get bullied in person at least once in your life, it's like either A, fuck that person. I don't give a shit about them. And you can actually build confidence in yourself and build a wall up. Or B, it's like you get, insecure and then you have to talk to people about it. And that's fine. But you get to work through those emotions. I feel like that is the biggest. That's why I hate phones. I feel like nobody works through emotions anymore. And they just soak it into the phone. Like the phone is their diaper, basically.
That's
okay.
That's such a spot on.
I hate that shit.
Analogy, but I hate the visual. But you're right, though. You're right.
It's like, dude, whatever happened to the days? Like we were talking about it the other day, like safe places, right? Mm-hmm. Like I think it's huge. I used to make fun of people who did Zen back in the day. Like if I didn't understand it, I was like, "You do what? Oh, you're a monk. Got it."
Yeah, right. You're a hippie.
You're one of those. You're gonna judge me for everything I'm doing or you're not doing. But it's so peaceful to do that, and the fact that you have either a therapist. I'm not therapists are great. I talk to mine, but like be yourself, explore yourself. You know what I mean? Like listening to Zen music for me and writing in a journal and just like shutting out the world is so satisfying. I think that's what we need. And I think people need to, who fucking cares anymore? Like this whole, in my opinion thing drives me bonkers. Like we never said that back in the day. We just were vocal. We just said how we felt. Like I fucking hate your Rugrats hoodie.
There you
and
go.
Then most people would be like, fuck you, I don't care.
Wait, you hate it?
I was giving an example.
I'm about to cut this shit off. No, I'm kidding.
People would say
you're
now,
right.
like, in my opinion.
This is what I think. I'm like, no one asked.
I'm like, wait, so when you speak, does that mean it's not in your opinion? So you have to state it's in your opinion to say it's in your opinion?
Talk about it.
You know what I mean?
Talk
like,
about
what
it.
does that mean?
Uh-oh.
Like, I don't understand that. And, like, people need to grow the fuck up. Listen, we all do not agree on everything. You are not going to find somebody that agrees with you 100% of the time. Okay? And I can promise you on social media, nobody agrees with you 100% of the time. Half the time, you got the negative people that like you. That's why they still follow you, because they're hating on you. And then you got the positive people that's probably less than 10% of your subscriptions.
There you go.
So, it's just like, fuck.
Damn, got this down to a science.
Seriously.
Okay.
I hate the phone shit. But yeah, that in my opinion, like, dude, listen, I feel like your best friend that you have in this world, or whoever your spouse is or whatever, should disagree with you.
Oh, absolutely.
At least 40% of the time. And
that's a big fucking...
Okay, but hear me out. Like, you disagree, but you allow each other to listen to one another.
Okay.
Everybody is so reactive because of social media. Boom, 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 boom. No, how about you sit back, relax for a second, and then become proactive. Like, I tell people all the time in this day and age, like, listen, we all have to get it out. So let's have a yelling match for a second. I'll close this door, come into the office, let's yell at each other. But what we say right now will not be held against each other. And then once our thoughts come together, then we can re-talk about it. I think that's huge. Like, kids need to learn that nowadays. Nobody knows what it's like to have a fucking conversation and disagree with somebody and still be friends at the end of the fucking day. Like, dude, it drives me nuts.
I don't know. I'm seeing all this passion coming from you right now.
Well, because like, where I work,
so cool.
I've got, like, the oldest person in my job is, like, 81. So that's old school tradition.
What the hell? Yo, bless them. Seriously. But what are you doing? They love their job.
They do. They
do. Bless them. Fuck.
So I've got, like, everything. And then I've got, the youngest cat is sitting at, like, 16 years old.
Ew.
Okay.
Anyway. Damn.
But it's like these people are just so sensitive. Like, I feel like the most sensitive people right now are like between 18 and 25. That age group is killing me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
not enough grit.
Have conversations.
And confrontation,
people is normal.
Yeah.
You need to sit down and have a conversation with somebody. Listen, we all sometimes can't do it. And eye contact is huge. Nobody can have eye contact anymore.
Man, eye contact.
What is up with that?
They have to have gorgeous eyes to keep my attention, or just be interesting. Period.
True. But I feel like people think that eye contact now is either offensive.
True. Sensitivity.
Yeah, seriously, though. But that came from social media.
Yeah.
Because they don't understand that back in the day when you meet somebody, like my interview today did not shake my hand. She didn't know what I was doing.
What do you mean?
No.
She's just horrible. What the fuck? I walked into your establishment.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Never again.
But it's like when you meet somebody, you don't know them. It's a shake a hand normally half the time, or how you doing? You know, you make eye contact. It's normal.
They have no like sense of like, I don't want to say urgency, but like, get this job. Man, doing interviews, I was sweating bullets in the car. I'm like, if I don't nail this interview, I don't have a house. Like,
right?
I'm not going home. So you do anything and everything to get that job. If you don't
It's like before school, you got a speech the next day and you reversed it all the time. I do the same shit with my interviews. I was like, okay, wait, I got this. I'm like, I call my mom, be like, Mom, blah, blah, blah. She's like, you got it, you're fine. You know, relax. And you get right, step to the door. Hi, I'm here to...
People like that are just so unserious.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. You gotta be serious about shit in life. You can have fun, but this ain't no time for fun. Get this fucking job. Mm-hmm. Stupid. Like, can't do it. Just become Amish.
Seriously.
I'm about this close to becoming Amish.
I feel like we are at this point. The only thing we probably do is have electricity. But
that's the one thing.
That's about it.
And even then, it's like you gotta work to keep it active.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm gonna be fit.
Yep.
I'm gonna be beautiful, building my house, working on electricity, probably building a squirrel house or something like that. Just building everything, being Amish. That sounds kind of cool right now.
Crunk.
I hate, huh?
Okay, Crunk.
Crunk?
Where's your squirrel house?
Hell yeah! Did we say this last time? I was Crunk for Emperor's New Groove or some shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But shit, I had a whole thought.
I'm sorry, you said squirrel.
No. That tickled your fancy.
Fucking squirrelitis. Because he talked to the squirrels.
No, I'm trying to tickle your fancy. Like, what does that mean? That was my... Damn, you still in the squirrel? I feel like I just unlocked something from you.
You did. It's okay.
You had a pet squirrel
put that
before?
back in the box.
What, the squirrel?
I did. It was the first black squirrel I've ever seen. But tell me why his eyes were white. It was very creepy.
You had a demon.
I did. And, you know, off topic, but at the same time, my hamster's name was Snowball, and she had red eyes. I was like, we'll put you two together and see what happens.
It's like an anime.
I definitely did put my hamster out there to see the
what happened?
My squirrel humped my hamster.
He what?
My squirrel humped my hamster.
Oh my god. I thought you said 8. Well, no.
And my hamster died the next day, so I'm not sure what happened.
The fuck? Died from what? Over humping? Let's not even.
Maybe that thing was too far up there, so it killed it.
Let's not.
That squirrel was like, I'm in that stomach. That's what they meant by that saying.
Okay. We definitely took a huge fucking turn. We definitely in Amish country now. Let's come back. But you know, going back like to the phones and like electricity and privilege and shit like that, you know it's bad when like a social media site go down for like 30 minutes. The whole world is on fire. Oh my God, Instagram is down. Twitter is down. I'm like, damn, I can take a nap real quick. Oh shit, I can take a drive real quick or something, whatever. Right. Continue doing what I'm doing. But then like, I hate when people complain about it on a different platform. Like if Instagram is down, Twitter blow up.
Yeah.
Hey, is anyone else's Instagram working? Like, dude, go outside. Go watch a show or something. Like, what? Go play a video game, stupid. Like, why is this news? And then like, God forbid, I remember, this is only a funny story to me. Because this is how I knew that like, okay, I should probably like limit my usage with shit. So right before I moved out, I was still living with my parents for a little bit, and the power went out. I think something happened. It went out for a little bit. or like they were trying to recircuit some shit, and they told us ahead of time, like, oh, it's gonna be down for like maybe an hour or 2 hours. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever, I can survive that. And I was doing good for the first 20 minutes. And then all of a sudden, because I kept reaching in my pocket to get my phone or like do something or like watch the TV, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna just watch this real quick. Oh yeah, that's right. All right, well, let me go do something else. Oh yeah, I can't do that either. I'm like, well, now I'm stuck. There's only one thing I gotta do, sleep. So I just took a 2-hour nap. And I'm like, praying to God, I'll wake up and the electricity is back on. So I'm like, wow, this is kind of bad. Mm-hmm. Like, you're too reliant on certain stuff, especially the phone. It's just, I love the convenience, but at the same time, there needs to be a balance. Mm-hmm. Like, you don't need to be on your phone so much. Go out, go be with nature. It's so important. It's so good for your soul and your spirit. And the thing is, nature is not going to judge you. No. It's not going to be like, if anything, Mother Nature might like your status. There you go. That's the greatest compliment. Mm-hmm. Just...
People do. I feel like that's where they don't experience anything anymore. Mm-hmm. It's like they think these memories are made by a status they posted or a picture of how many likes it got or whatever it might be.
Right. And we all been there too.
Which I get it.
Like in the beginning, but now no.
Like I could see like between the ages, for females especially, between the ages of like 12 to I would say maybe 16, is what you're getting, especially like wherever the school you went to. If you feel that you're not getting attention there, then you bleed to social media.
Yeah.
100%. I get that. Like I was all for that MySpace. I fucking love MySpace. The way that you could change your background and do your music and
we were hackers, low key. We were computer grammars.
Yep.
We had that shit. We started that.
So I was all for that. I mean, that helped me boost myself and my interests and what I wanted to become to be to the world. So I understood that, but I also could separate the two.
Speaking of MySpace, I think you just cracked the code on something of where I think it started. It started with your top friends.
Yep.
You started ranking the people that you knew and didn't know. And then it started, planting seeds of like insecurity in certain people. Like, oh, I'm not in your top 16. Why is that?
Yeah.
What's wrong with me? I'm like, damn, okay, let me just limit to top 3 then. Oh, I can't. Who was that in your top 3? I'm like, oh my God, dude, that's Tom. Everybody know Tom.
Yeah, Jerry's like number 9. What do you mean?
Exactly. Who the fuck? Wait, who's Jerry?
Tom and Jerry. What's wrong with you, player?
I thought you were talking about Jerry Springer for some reason.
No.
I don't know. Tom and Jerry went right over my fucking head.
That's okay.
Man, you thought, simpler times. I remember like skipping college classes sometimes.
Yeah.
And just watch Tom and Jerry for like 2 hours. Hey, I'm not going to my class today.
I love Tom and Jerry.
Man,
that's my shit right there.
Tom and Jerry is so good. Mm-hmm. Because it's one of them cartoons they didn't have to speak.
And listen, this is where we know how to communicate is because without phones, how many notes did we pass in school?
Lord, I have a tote in my closet that has notes from high school.
Like all the little football flips, you try and kick it to the person in front. What I mean?
Listen, socialism was peak back in the day. It was beautiful. We had everything.
Yeah.
Then we had the phone. And even then, it was limited.
My best friend and I had like a whole 5-ring fucking notebook where we would write for each class and we would toss it back and forth where the teacher thought we were taking notes. Dude, one time, the teacher came. I wish she was listening right now. She'd be cracking up right now. The teacher tried to come up like, hey, let me see those notes. Let's share it with the class. I took that notebook and sat on that bitch. Right. I did not let her get that notebook.
Listen, you want to fight.
Yep. She was like, well, what's in that notebook? I was like, nothing.
None of your business.
What do you mean, nothing? You mean that new kid that came to the class and he fine as hell? That's what we talking about right now.
Okay.
And my bestie was looking at me like, don't get up. I was like, nah, man, that notebook is staying underneath his ass. You gonna get detention? I'll be in detention at 3:15. I got you.
But it's real.
That's
so real.
And like how many times like we were like basically like professional drug dealers with our notes.
I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna let you cook because
most people didn't even even know you were passing a note. You know what I mean? And then like they would get home and
slide that shit underneath like this.
They get home and be like, oh shit, that's why she was mad at me all second period. I didn't read her note until I got home.
Hey man, and then you apologize in that note and you gave it back.
There's so much cute things that we did back in school, like Valentine's. You know, like, and I used to love my principal, hands down to him. Like, even the kids that didn't get Valentine's, he would do them anyways. He gave it to everybody to make them feel special.
That's nice.
So I always thought that was cool because, like, too many of the cheerleaders or the pom-poms, you know what I mean? They were the ones that always got it from the football players, blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, well, the bands and the geeks went together. Those were kind of like classifications.
We did. Yep.
And then us basketball players were kind of just like left with the soccer players. You know what I mean?
Left with the
like, where do we stand? You know, looking at each other. And then the volleyball players, because they're little short, so it's basically in the same category as the cheerleaders in my school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it was like, all right, that student teacher that's a nerd, they gave me a Valentine. Appreciate you.
Dude, Valentine's Day was so heartbreaking back then. And it was exciting, but it was only heartbreaking because back in my school, you had like the little tray thing or whatever that you put on your desk. So like when it is Valentine's Day, the whole class go around and like put them in. But then some people got selective and they only gave Valentine's to like the people that they cared about.
Right.
And so sometimes my tray was a little light. So I literally was Ralph Wiggum in the fucking Simpsons, just looking sad. I'm like, dog, like, everyone should get a Valentine's. I agree, but
people be rude. There's so many cliques and shit like that.
I don't even know. Do they even do Valentine cards anymore?
They do, yeah. And they still.
Is it even funny? Is it even wholesome?
Nah.
Hey, girl, let me rizz you up. Be my Valentine.
Nah, everything's social media.
Fuck, no. I need old school. Get that packet of Valentine shits, and then you fold it, and then you write it, and get. We had it so good.
We did.
We had it the best, but we just need to go back in time. Some things should go back in time, like
they should.
Like lifestyle, we had the best. We had the best. Everybody was just not complaining. Everybody was fit because our cardio was different back then.
Yep.
Everybody was dancing at a party.
We was outside all the time.
We was outside, exactly. We was outside.
The only times we was inside was like 2 months out of the year, and that motherfucker was normally January and February because it was cold as shit.
You right. Even in December, the holiday season, we outside sledding, snowboarding, doing everything. Yeah. Now it's just like, well, maybe next year. Like, what?
Yeah, it's just like such a lazy era, I feel like.
Oh my God. These kids should not. I mean, okay. And obviously, the counterpoint with like kids having phones is like, okay, you want them to be safe. If they're at school, if some go wrong, dial up your kids or your friend's phone and be like, hey, where you at? Stuff like that. That's fine. That's good. I like that aspect. But at the same time, some of you just need to get walkie-talkies or something. Just get that can, the can with the string, and just...
I'll take my Pikachu walkie-talkie.
There you go. There you go. But like, we do have demons and monsters out here. Like,
and I get that it's more spotlighted on the fact of like, you know, shootings and stabbings and stuff like that. So I understand that, you know, if something happens, you know where your child's at.
Exactly.
But at the same time, just monitor them.
Please.
That's all I'm saying.
Like my best friend, like she's monitoring her kids with like the tablets and the phones and shit. I don't even think they have a phone, which is great. But they do have tablets here and there. And the thing is, schools nowadays, they have tablets already. And sometimes, I found this out recently, they get to take them home.
They can, yeah.
I'm like, bitch, what?
Yeah.
If we had that, Lord, we would have made it. That would have been like, oh, we're high class now.
Yeah, exactly. Would have been like, oh, I go to a charter school? You do? No, I go to a public school. I just get to take my Chromebook home.
Oh my God, bro, that was our dream. And we never got it.
No.
Because they started doing it after, I don't know about you, but anytime I left the school, that's when they started doing upgrades and giving all the good shit. I remember elementary school, it started there. I left. They built a tree house in the library. I'm like, bitch, I've been here for eons, for like 6 years, And all of a sudden, now you want to do it? Look at this slide. I want to go out. And I never went there. I'm like, damn, maybe I should just get held back just to experience it.
Say I did it.
High school, they completely revamped the entire building. And they made a whole new computer lab with the MacBooks. I'm like, fuck y'all. College, I forgot. I don't
But
care.
like, how are kids failing right now? Like, they have all the tools to succeed in the world
Because
right now.
it's not enough discipline.
That's definitely.
There's not enough like urgency and importance of like, hey, do your shit. You know what it is? Because like we grew up pre-social media. We grew up with the whole notion of the American dream. Like, okay, you go to school, you go to college, you meet your high school sweetheart, and y'all go to college together, and then you get married, and then you pop out a kid or two, and then you get a house, white picket fence, this whole map out, right? Everybody was supposed to do that. Now it's like, fuck that. You can be a millionaire in elementary school by doing the cringiest shit in the world. Why get a job? Why do this? Because you can do whatever you want, whatever. So like, it's just a whole thing of like not caring, which sucks. Like, good for them, but it's just like, then what? Okay, you got 1 million followers on TikTok. Great. That's not going to like give you a 401k. If it's just different. It sucks. There's no urgency.
And then you have
for them.
like the people like on that spectrum, but then you have the other spectrum where, remember, prior to the pandemic, not even prior, but during the pandemic, all those stimulus checks everybody was giving.
Man, send another one, please.
And like now unemployment is so easy for people to get.
Yeah.
Because all you have to do is apply to a job within 30 days and then start the job and then quit the job and you get unemployment.
And people finesse.
Correct.
They take good advantage of the system.
Correct.
And
where
so,
that's where like we've learned at my job where if that's the case and I feel like it's suspicious, I'll just automatically decline.
There you
and
go.
then they can't apply for it at all.
There you go.
But like, it's just crazy. Then you have those people who are just eating off of other people's money. And it's like, why don't you go out and fucking do something and make your own money?
Because why work for money when I can just take somebody else's money scot-free? That's the thing. I agree with you, though.
Crazy, but you can tell by those people's like personalities and like how they are, and it's just like, dude, you're so fucking lazy, and you think everything should be given to you. That is not how the world works.
It's complacency.
Oy.
You know, like it goes with the privilege whole thing. Like everyone feels like they are privileged because like they can say whatever the fuck they want. Yeah, you can say whatever you want, but you can't escape these consequences either. So, and there's not enough consequences either.
There is no consequences.
Like people can say the most outlandish shit ever, nothing will happen. The most harmful shit ever, nothing will happen. Oh, you get a slap on the wrist. Your account's banned for like a week, but you're back on. Or they'll just create another account in 2 seconds, and it's just like, really? I know they don't do this shit on the East Coast, the East Coast. They don't do that, which is great. I think they monitor like shit like that, which is great. I'm like, bring that over here a little bit, please. Have these people use their brain. We're just different. We're a different breed. We are the last of the Mohicans. Just,
yeah, I feel like
we work too damn hard for our money.
We were more like, what's that word I learned in school? Utilitarianism. Something.
Try it one more. Try it one more time.
It's like 26 letters. I swear to God.
It is. I know it's a long fucking word. Let's try it.
Like basically the greater good.
No, I like the way you try. Let's go ahead. Let's try it again.
My Lord.
So I'm thinking of two different words.
My law professor used to make fun of me for it all the time. And I'm like, but I can tell you the definition. I can tell you where it came from and I got you.
Man,
and how it started. It's like utilitarianism. I think that was
I told what? I what? You?
Soldier boy.
Oh my God. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it's like utilitarianism or something like that. But like that's how we are. Basically, it's we do everything for the greater good.
I like how you got quieter as the word got. Say unitarian. Like you faded away. Say unitarian. I think it's total. Yeah, I know total. Here we go. Fuck. Now I can't do it.
I know it ends in ism. So ISM.
It's a lot of isms. ISM. Total terrorism.
No, it's like Yulta terror.
I gotta look it up. I'm still recording, right? Thank God. We just hit an hour.
But yeah, that's like totally us.
Total terrorism. That's not it.
No,
but
it's like Utilitarianism.
Totalitarianism. I think that's it. But you said there's a unit in front? Utilitarian. Yep. That's somebody's name right now.
Probably is.
Yes, it is. I'm like, my name is Totalitarianism. Like, oh, okay. All right. Some of these names people be giving their children is outlandish.
Utilitarianism.
What voice is that? Because that voice sound kind of...
Utilitarianism.
Oh, shit. Hold on. Wait, I'm not even paying attention to the word. Say it again.
Utilitarianism.
Golly. No,
Look how long that motherfucker is, man.
Yeah, that's a long one.
Jesus.
Utilitarianism.
I need her to stop talking to me like that. Fuck. What's the word?
No.
No.
Utilitarianism. Utilitarianism.
Utilitarianism.
There you go.
Utilitarianism. There it is. I didn't mean to say that.
Young cats.
This is part 2, by the way.
Are fucking selfish. They're just selfish.
Wait,
what's
selfish?
Like the people now.
Oh, yeah. It's all...
It's all about them.
Not enough helping. Not enough caring. Not enough love. Oh, my God.
And they could be like 35 years old and they're still selfish as fuck.
I don't want to say they're a lost cause. Man, I'm so quick to just out people. Like, I'm at that point in my life. I'm like, listen, I've loved hard a lot of my life. At this point, some people just, I'm cutting love off on some people. You're 35 like that, something's wrong with you. Okay? It ain't the world, it's you. You are a reflection of the world. Okay? I want my world to be beautiful and bright and colorful and crazy in a fun way. So I'm going to be that. Because I am that. If you are a dick or a straight up bitch, that means you let the world impact you in a way that it shouldn't have. So you let little shit that has nothing to do with you affect you, and then you go about your day to day.
But that's where the emotions come in. They never got to fully develop emotions, or they never fully got to understand how to properly exit those emotions. Or it's like that page that I showed you in my meditation book.
Yeah.
Notice, examine, let it go, or like channel it basically. Like,
I thought you were going for like an acronym, so I was like doing the letters as you were saying it. I was like L, hello,
but
NELC. I'm like, Nelzy?
I feel like that's like NCIS type shit.
Cue the Law and Order sound effect. But yeah, I feel like people need to be like by themselves more, so that they can process that maybe.
Yeah, but that's where I feel like people need to challenge each other. Like, hey, let's go here for 6 hours and not bring a phone.
Why? You don't think I can't bring my phone? See, they're gonna be combative.
I'll be like, well, let's do it then. Bet. Our generation is very competitive.
Oh yeah.
We bet on every fucking thing. I bet you I can put my sock on quicker than you, type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a rat race the whole time. Yeah.
Where this generation is like two old people in automatic carts. Where they're like, oh, my battery died. Oh, don't worry. I have this fucking jetpack battery. We'll just plug this shit.
I was going to say, that shit sound kind of cool. I would do that today. Just get them electric carts at Walmart and just race you in it. Man, that's fun.
It is, but we find that fun. But that's how they strolling through life right now. You know what I mean? Or there'll be something that falls down and they're just like, oh, somebody else will pick it up.
Life alert.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You can go ahead and pick that up.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't bend your little, brittle ass back over, complete the mission.
This generation be like, oh, I saw this really cool move. If somebody comes to attack me, I already know what to do. And it's like, oh, but have you tried it yet? No, but YouTube says it works. It gets a 5-star review.
My Lord. Dude, I remember when you would get expelled from looking up Spark Notes in school.
Oh, hell yeah.
When they came out with this whole thing of Grammarly or like shit like that, you have no idea how pissed off I was. I'm like, dude, we over here sweating and trying so hard not to look at Wikipedia when it first came out. Before like we knew exactly what it was. Because we thought it was like Google or like Ask Jeeves or some shit like that. Damn, that's how old we are. Ask Jeeves. You remember that?
Yeah.
The fucking paperclip in the corner?
Yep.
Talking all that shit. You need some help? Shut up. I know what I'm doing. You should probably click this on the bottom. Click this up in the top right.
Joe, do you see what Google has nowadays for
No,
people?
what they got?
So I should show it to you. So like if it sounds like you're making like a disrespectful sentence, it highlights the whole thing. And it says tone down language.
Not my essay having feelings. Like, get the fuck out of here. But no, when they came out with Grammarly, I'm like, y'all can't spell? This is like baby, like flashcards fucking shit. You can't spell. You can't... My pet peeve is when people can't use to write your. That's my biggest one.
That's me.
But it's like you can't spell.
Oh, that's me.
I got to pull the trigger on this fucking shirt and just say your. It's the right fucking one, please. I'm sorry. They hard pin shit in my head in like first grade for me to where I am kind of bougie with them. Like, no, it's not that. Yeah. So there's some certain things that kind of stick. But it's like if you're about to graduate high school, and especially if you're in college and you don't know how to spell simple shit, you gotta pay a subscription for them to fucking spell check you. Something is wrong.
But did you see all the other websites too? Now you can just plug in 4 sentences and it creates a whole essay for you.
That's bullshit. And I hate it. And we are in the age of AI, and I'm not with it at all. Because you don't have to go to school now. You can literally fabricate anything.
Well, and did you hear what schools are doing now?
What they
start
doing?
automatically at 50%.
So you start failing. You can only go up.
Yeah.
So you stay a fuck up, or you get better. You know what? And on paper, that sounds cool.
But you know what's crazy, though? Is even writing your name on assignment now, because my parents are both teachers, is you fucking get points for it.
No.
Just for writing your fucking name.
That's like getting a fucking consolation
That's ridiculous.
prize.
That means I should get a raise every time I wear my name tag. Right? Do I get like a bonus?
Let me get a raise for showing up.
Seriously. That's what people be
thinking. Some
though.
of these kids and some of these people think that too. Like, oh, I've been here for 2 weeks. Let me get a raise.
I know.
You about to get this foot up your ass. You about to get fired. Like,
why did they work so fucking slow?
Because they don't care.
Like, where is that pace?
They don't know the importance of like customer service for real. Like, yo, if you don't do good customer service, your ass is out of here. It's like, oh, I'll just get a new job. I'll just go to McDonald's. Like, okay, so you just like mediocrity. Cool. Bet. I'm treating this job like this is the only job I'm going to have in my life.
And my favorite thing is like, okay, so you talk to an employee all the time about being on their phone. Then you talk to them about their performance and then their pace. And then they're like, can I get more hours? And I'm like, hold on a second. 1, 2, 3 strike, you're fucking out. Like, no. You cannot
their
get
first
more
write-up
hours.
is during the interview.
Jesus.
They just don't know it yet.
People are so crazy.
Just...
Oh my God, they drive me nuts though. That phone thing drives me nuts.
You know, it's a work in progress. Like, it annoys me, but at the same time, I can't be annoyed at it all the time because then I'm going to be tired. I'm going to be exhausted. Because it happens everywhere. It's
well, and like, tell me, back in the day when I had my first retail job, which was Subway, that's why I know how to wrap the fuck out of things, okay? I tell you what, every time somebody's like, hey, can you wrap that sandwich for me? I swear Subway be coming right back on. Make sure you wrap and get them corners, wrap that bitch, and fold. Got you.
I love this passion.
Yeah.
Yes. Talk about you rapping.
Trust me, my assembly line was quick. Oh, you want that? This? I got you. No
so
big
you a
deal.
rapper?
Yeah, I got you.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I used to do that back in the day, but yeah, I rap. So...
Mixtape.
Tell me if I were to text my boss that I was coming into work late, I'd be fired. There is no fucking way that texting shit is not allowed back in the day.
It wasn't.
Tell me why now in employee handbooks it fucking states that. You could text your boss if needed. Who the fuck did that?
I don't know. I text my boss, so hey, I'm running a little late, or Hey, can I call off tomorrow?
But like, what happened to calling in? You're supposed to call in. Like, and don't call me 20 minutes after your fucking shift to tell me you're not coming in.
See, that's just inconsiderate. That's
my
bullshit
gosh.
right there. So, but yeah. No, I feel you. I don't know. It's just a standard of society now.
Like, I get people who text me at 6 a.m. and I'm not even fucking working, and they're like, I'm not coming in today. I'm like,
They need to
good for you.
They need to get punched in the throat.
I am not working today. Like, and then they feel like, as operation managers or managers in general, it's like, we're punching bags. We are legitimately punching bags to these fucking young crowds. It is ridiculous.
Can't do it.
And then as soon as you punch back, not even, you barely move your bag, they're crying on the fucking ground. It's ridiculous. They're so sensitive.
Man, you better say what we were told back in the day. You better stop crying before I give you something to cry about. Right. For
or
real.
Get the fuck up.
Like, shut your ass up, or you really about to get it.
Seriously.
If I was okay, this is gonna sound outlandish and whatever, but in my head it sounds great. I can't manage anybody. I can't be a team lead. I can't be a dude. I would have gave out whoopings. I would have been like, hey, let me see you in my office real quick. Take off that belt. Eat your ass. What I tell you about not greeting the cats when they come in here?
But it's not like that anymore. Like, do you know I have to take almost 80 hours a year of basically social work classes? That's what I call them at work.
What does that even mean?
So it's diversity, inclusion, which is totally fine. I'm all for it. But at the same time, like, there are some things that are not a gray area. There is no discretion to some things. Yeah. But the world wants us to have discretion to all things, which drive me bonkers. So, like, I had to change my whole leadership style because the way that the world's direction is going in. Yeah. Because
fucking marshmallow.
There's no more drill sergeant type. You can't do that. And the army got rid of that too, the military.
If the army got rid of it, you know it's bad.
Yep. So, because it was too abusive and study shows and all that shit, right? And so it's like, I had to completely switch out of being a drill sergeant and switch into being a Care Bear. So now, hi, my name is Sunshine. How you doing today? Like, and it drives me nuts because some things are just like, that's an automatic write-up. Like, why are we allowing them to do this? I don't understand.
Because we want them to keep their job and feel safe at work. I'm like, oh my God, just do your fucking job. This is not your home. Do your job, then go home and cry.
And the amount of fake people, and I swear that comes from social media. The amount of fake people, oh my God, drive me bonkers. And the amount of people who don't like confrontation would rather email you back and forth to have an argument drives me up the wall. You know what? My response is like, we can talk about this in person. And then they fucking send another email about bitching and shit. And I'm like, talk to me when you see me. You just saw me 5 minutes ago. Oh my God.
I don't know. For me, if it was in the workplace now, it would depend. I probably would send an email. Like, I'm going to respond back to you in about 5 business days.
But like, if I work with that person for like 40 hours a week.
Hey man, I just.
Like, bro, come on.
I just don't pretend they're there.
It is so crazy how people are nowadays.
Yeah, they're crazy. They're getting crazier, you know, just something's got to give. It really just comes down to the individual and, like, you know, just manage yourself. That's just my thing. Just manage yourself. Hopefully you can kind of be an influence to anybody else, but we can't save the world. We tried, but the world is on some shit and the world need a timeout and it's not listening. So,
like, and I can't even lie. Like, so I used to have, was it Nintendo? What was that white game piece I was talking to you about a couple
the
weeks
DS?
ago? Yeah, the DS. So they had on there like brain games. Mm-hmm. Listen, now if kids are using the phone for like brain activities and actually interacting with it, right, I'm for it. But for so many hours a day. You know what I mean? Like, Sudoku is probably the best brain game for you.
Love it.
Like, half of us don't understand when we were a child. We never understood why our parents did that shit outside in the rocking chair and shit, you know, grandparents and shit.
Damn.
But, like,
got the visual down to a T.
For real. Normally I had Coca-Cola and mine had Marlboro box of cigarettes. But
not like, the fucking Coca-Cola.
Okay.
Because it's real.
It is.
Fucking and what is worth.
Smart as fuck, though. All the time. And all those crosswords they did and word searches and get timed for that shit.
And
that's what I
chess.
found fun. Oh, yeah, fuck chess. I was not a chess child.
Chess was my shit back then.
Nah. I used to just take the little antique glass ones and paint them with my grandma and shit. So back then we had a pride chess piece, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all was with the shits already.
Yeah.
I feel you.
We were supporting back then.
Nice.
But like that brain game on there, it was like a memory one. Mm-hmm. Dude, that was my competition, is because it would have like a set of 5 numbers and 5 seconds later it was gone. And then you had to tell the system exactly where those 5 numbers were.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that's my shit though. I'm all for memory shit. Like matching games, I will murder any fucking buddy. We can go to Dollar Tree right now and spend $1.25 for a pack of 25 matching cards. I'll whoop that ass.
I feel like you're just waiting for this moment to happen because it was so specific and the visual was there. Just like you are waiting for probably me to say, hey, let's go to Dollar Tree. I bet I could beat your ass at a matching game.
I'm just saying. Like,
you won't, but...
And then before yoga, there was Twister. So I
Lord.
feel like Twister is what developed into yoga. Okay? It's like one and the same thing. Almost everybody tore a muscle, whether it was the groin or the hamstring. I'm going to say groin is probably number 1 muscle torn in Twister.
What age bracket we talking? Because back then, when I was doing Twister, like, I was doing splits and shit. I was doing everything. Yep. So I didn't tear anything. I was flexible as hell.
I'm probably, like,
that's what happens when you don't have stress, depression, and bills.
True.
When's the last time I played Twister?
I don't know, but they came out with a Twister bed set. Game over.
About to be Spider-Man and fucking shit.
But I just feel like people need to limit themselves.
Absolutely.
From the phone. Like currently, right now, we've been on the podcast however long, and you haven't touched your phone, and I haven't touched my phone.
Exactly.
You know, like when you're spending time with people, I think it's just such disrespect to sit there on the phone.
Yes.
You know, if you're talking about collaboration ideas and you're brainstorming, understand. Fine. If you're visual, like I'm visual 100% of the time. Mm-hmm. I have to look it up and then piece it together. If I could draw, it'd be fucking beautiful, but I can't fucking draw. So I got to clip art everything and then, you know, and crop it and like turn it to place it.
Okay.
So
I got
trust
you.
me.
You got a Pinterest.
On fucking Word doc, I'm a genius.
Hey,
you
know.
You just insert that photo and you say rap text and it can do anything you want it to do.
Rap text. Yes. Yup. Man, don't let it be square. I can place that shit anywhere.
Yep.
Man, no, you're right. It's really just about balance. You know, just know when you should use it. Recognize when you use it too much.
Right.
Because like you can kind of see the signs of like, damn, I put my phone down. Or like you open up an app, you close it, and then you open it right back up 2 seconds later. I'm like, that's the sign. Mm-hmm. Come on now, just like sometimes you can use it. It could be a healthy tool.
Right.
But get off that shit, man. Just it comes down to like lifestyle shit too. Like, don't care about everything you see.
Right.
You know, because then your emotions gonna bleed into stuff that don't even matter. It's gonna come back to you as shit that don't matter. Just get a trap phone.
And you can tell with like the dating world now. It's because like
don't get me started.
I would crack up every time I would go through like Facebook dating and like Tinder, and on there would say prefer to text, not talk, and I'm like, you gotta be
I was seeing that a little bit more.
Are you fucking
or like
serious?
fast texter?
Yeah.
I put that as one of my traits. I'm like, oh, this is guaranteed because I am a fast texter. I'm like, because I ain't expecting shit.
Mm-hmm. I'm a fast swiper.
Okay. They don't know what you did. I'm going to just let it slide. But
okay.
All right.
But yeah, like that shit drives me nuts. And like people you try and talk to, like you would call them and they're like, no, can you just text me? You can't talk on the phone? No, I can't talk on the phone. I don't like to. I'm like, oh.
I feel like you're trying to tell me something.
So this is going to suck.
Are you mad at me?
No.
Are you upset with me?
No.
Because you are explaining exactly what I do to you.
Yeah, but you can vibe in person. You know what I mean? Like when you get with somebody and you can tell their lifestyle just by the first meetup because of how they talk.
That's true.
And what they do. It's just like, people, just have a conversation with somebody.
Talk with humans, man. Real humans.
Seriously.
Some humans are nice.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you won't know until you fucking try.
There's
if they're mean, you just learn something.
You got assholes and humans.
There you go. Sometimes they one and the same.
Mm-hmm.
But you know.
Time and place.
Mm-hmm. Just life is for experiencing and experimenting and not just like speculating behind the screen. Just go out there and fuck around and find out.
If life was an acronym, what would you say the letters or the words would be for the acronym?
Listen, it's fucking extravagant. Life is fucking extravagant. There it is. It's an acronym, right? That's an acronym. There it is, life. Life is fucking extravagant. Why are you... what's your acronym then? Don't worry, I'll wait.
Hey.
That is not... Life does not start with an A.
Because I was like, life is... Oh, yeah, it is totally alright.
Ma'am. You forgot to spell life. First is your, now it's life. Your life.
Hey, your can fuck itself. I got the twos right. The 2-2, the 0-0, the 00 that you had to do when it's like,
there's 3 twos.
Yeah, I know. You got the 2 for exactly the number, and then you got the 2-0, and then you got the 00s. I got those down. I'm good with that.
You said the 2-0 and then the 00? You mean the T-O and then the double?
It's T-double-O. And then you got...
That's number 2. You already said it.
Yeah, I know. And then you got T-O, and then you got T-double-O.
You said 2-0.
Yeah.
No, you didn't say it.
There's 3 types of twos.
There's 3 twos.
Yeah.
32.
Yeah. 6 points, dog. Let's go.
6 points.
But let's see. If I had to choose life as an acronym for people, I would probably say... I like listen, though. That hit home for me.
Mm-hmm.
So probably... No. I feel like you could use love.
Okay. Love is what? Fucking extravagant. Freaking extravagant.
Love in... I can't say that out there. I can't say that.
Hey, you can.
No, I can't.
Say it. Well, it's the wrong 2.
Love is forced. Everything. Just kidding.
Love is forced everything? Wait a minute.
Like fear. Face everything. All right.
Jesus Christ.
No, but for some real shit, let's see. Life.
Stick with the love.
I like the love, but I really like the listen.
Live, laugh, love.
I like the listen. Listen.
Listen, I'm fucking extra. That would be mine. Life. That's my life. Listen, I'm fucking extra. It's gotta be good. I know it's on the tip of your tongue. It's there.
But what's killing me is the I, to be honest.
The I is... what's the first word you want to use? Listen?
Yeah, I like
listen. Or listening. No. Lick it forever. Need to hydrate and chill.
Wet or dry, you choose. Oh, everybody sounds like he chose dry. Sounds like a dry mouth.
No.
And he needed to hydrate with water.
Exactly. My throat was dry. I had to get it wet.
Exactly, see?
You know, I had to moisten the valve, the fucking throat.
The water had to penetrate your throat.
Absolutely. Please penetrate harder. It's not wet enough.
I feel like love.
Oh yeah, my throat getting fucked right now with water. What'd you say? You said love?
Love, interact.
Ooh, okay.
Fear. And I'm going to say enjoy. Because I put fear and enjoy together because you need to be able to deal with, I say this a lot, like deal with being uncomfortable.
Said dealed.
Deal. You have to be, like, people need to realize that it's okay to be uncomfortable.
Absolutely. You get the best experience that way.
So, yeah, I feel like love, interact, fear, and enjoy. That's what I'm going with.
I like it.
It could go in so many ways. But yeah. Are we done?
Yeah, this is a good talk.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for listening.
Thank you. Mic check, mic check.
7.
Dime.
Yeah, just stop.